Everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings, and this is our second day for our Summer Fun July blog hop, and today we're going to be making the little goodie bag that's going to go with this card. This is the card I showed you how to make yesterday, and so now I'm going to make a goodie bag to go with it. And what I've done is I got out my Cricut, and I have to be honest, it's like the first time in months that I've used it. I have been so crazy busy that I just have not had the opportunity to use it like I have really wanted to. And so when I was trying to think of something, little goodie bags to go with these cards, I just was having a hard time thinking of something to do. So I went through my Cricut cartridges and I came upon my Once Upon a Princess, and I flipped through it, and in the back they have this cute, really cute little bag, this like little treat bag, and it is on page 65, and it has like this scalloped top, and it's super cute, and 25 of these at $5.50. Okay, so I did that, and the great thing is that your Cricut will go ahead and put score lines right in your, I'll zoom in so you can see. It will put little cut lines where you are supposed to score your image. And you can see right here, there's one right there. You can barely see them. And so what I'm going to do is I am just going to fold these right on those lines. For the glue, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my quick dry adhesive. You want to use a pretty good strong adhesive. Your ATG adhesive will probably work, or you could use sticky strip. That would work really great, or you could use your hot glue gun. So to save time, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my quick dry, and I'm gonna see how that goes, and I might, for the rest of it, I might use a hot glue gun. So I'm just putting glue on my tabs. Okay, so then to close this, I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see. Okay, so to close this, you're first going to bring your edges up, and this tab you're going to bring down. Okay, and so that's going to be on the bottom there. You want, oops, see, you want this tab to be up. 2 tabs on the bottom, and then this little tiny tab you want to be above. Okay, so then you're going to open up this tab, and same thing. Oops, and I missed a score line. Oops, oops, oops. Don't miss your score lines. So then your tab's going to go in. So you're going to have a tab that goes in, and then that tab. I have to say, most of the Cricut little goodie bags, they're not too complicated or too hard to like glue together. This bag, I particularly did not like the way the tabs worked. Okay. And then I'm just going to use a little piece of regular Scotch tape. It's just this little tiny piece, and I'm just going to stick it right here on the edge. We're going to be covering this, so it's not really going to matter. It's not going to be seen, but okay. So now we have this cute little box type thing. So what I'm going to put in this is I'm going to decorate it. What you're going to do is I have taken a piece of my favorite kind of paper, my Stampin' Up! DSP, Designer Series paper. I have it in red polka dots. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut a 2.5 inch strip. So you're going to want a 2.5, and you're going to do by about a 9 3/4. Okay, so the box, I cut it out. It is on page 65, I think, of the book. 65 is the box I cut from Once Upon a Princess, and I cut that at 5.5. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this paper and I'm going to lay it down on my box, and I'm kind of just going to fold it around and pinch a little bit as I go. This also, if you have this blue cardstock that I'm working with right now, is a little bit on the thinner side. It's not as thick. So that's going to give your box a little bit more stability too. So now that I've kind of pinched where it goes, I'm just going to go ahead and fold it all around just so I have a good idea. That way it'll fit real good around my box. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my ATG gun. Again, you want a adhesive that is gonna be pretty aggressive, pretty strong, and I'm gonna be pretty liberal with this adhesive. And get a good amount on there. So now that I have my adhesive, what I'm going to do is just lay this on my box. I just have a roll of this twine, and what I've done is I've taken, it's kind of hard to see, let's put some blue down so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so what I've done is I've just pulled a strip out, and I've taken my scissors wherever they are. Here they are. I've taken my scissors and I've cut this in thirds. So I cut a piece, and then I just cut it in 3 pieces. I wanted something sort of thick, and I didn't really have any ribbon that I felt like was thick enough to get the look that I was going for. So I just used this twine, and I really love this twine. And when you cut it, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, the edges, it doesn't have to necessarily be perfect. So then what I've done is I'm just gonna take this twine and I'm kind of pinching it together. Okay, so I'm not leaving it thick like this. I'm pinching it together. And then I'm gonna take it around my box, and I'm going to just tie it in a bow. And the twine really it gives you a little room. You can really stretch it and pull it. And then I'm just going to trim it down, trim my edges down a little bit. And I'm going to have it off to the side. You can see. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I have a piece of white cardstock, And I have this super cute label punch. Okay, it will fit. I just was double checking to make sure that was big enough. So then I have a stamp and it says Freedom Rocks. I have a red ink pad that matches the DSP that I'm using. And I'm just going to take that and stamp that Freedom Rocks right on there. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it. And then I'll put this in my punch. I'm trying to use up these white scraps. This is a great way to use up, if you have scraps, to use them up. Super simple. Then I'm going to take some dimensionals or pop dots, whatever you use, and I'm going to put 2 on there. So we'll pop that little saying up, and we're going to put this. Your twine will move. If you need it to move, it'll move. It's giving like that. And that is my little treat bag, and I will probably, after I put my candy in, I might pinch it together. It has these little holes in it. And you could, I guess, run some ribbon through or some baker's twine, whatever you had. I think I'll just stick a staple in it once my candy's in it, and I'll call it good. So this is my little treat bag that's going to go with my card. And I love the way it came out. It came out super cute. So make sure, you guys, I have a giveaway going on. You have to go to the blog. You have to go to my blog. And you have to become a follower and then leave a comment. You can leave a comment on today's post or you can leave a comment on yesterday's post. If you leave a comment on both, you'll be entered to win twice. And I'm giving away an 8.5 by 11 package of cardstock of this color, this Summer Starfruit color. It's a Stampin' Up! Color, and I'll be giving away an 8.5 by 11 pack of cardstock. And just leave a comment, become a follower, and I will pick a winner later next week, and I'll be happy to send it to you. It's a great summer color. So thank you guys so much for coming by the blog and checking out my YouTube video, and I will talk to you later.